are upset that their water has not only been contaminated with lead, but now they're getting past due notices from their government indicating that they haven't paid and they're going to pay additional fees if they don't pay their water bill soon. This was reported by Flint and MLive, Michigan Live. Overdue notices because of a lawsuit accusing it of raising service rates improperly. So initially what happened is the service rates for the water in Flint, Michigan increased, even though the city was supposed to save more money by switching from its previous water source to its new water source, which had corrosive pipes that led to the lead being leaked into the water.
Toxic water. And this is before anyone even knew the water was going to be toxic, correct?
That's exactly right. So,
okay.
So there's a pending lawsuit. People don't pay their bills because why would you pay, these additional fees when A, you think that they're unjust, and then on top of that, you find out that the water's making you sick.
Yeah, that your children are being poisoned
by
a public.
What is happening in this country right now? Like, do you know how enraged I would be if I was living in, let's say, Porter Ranch, and SoCal Gas sends me a bill when they have this massive methane leak that's forcing me to evacuate my own home, right? It's on the same level as that.
No, it totally is. It's so egregious as well, and completely tone deaf on the level of the public government, not listening, not looking at the context of the situation. How can you send these notices? Like, why add to a total shitstorm that's going down, and then within the context of the socioeconomic conditions in Flint, and these people are so disenfranchised to begin with, and now they're having to deal with washing their children in bottled water. It is a complete disaster, and the governor has been pretty impotent on responding to this, and so that's a whole other side of the story, is how it was ignored for a long time. I'm like, we already did this, Erin Brockovich. We already did this. We've seen the movie.
Yes.
And I think she was even, I feel like I saw an article too that she was even involved in bringing this to light.
Yeah, so she was involved. And she's also involved in what's happening in Porter Ranch, California, with the methane leak as well. But it's just important to understand that this kind of stuff is going to happen over and over and over again when people want to cut costs and they want to provide an important necessity to people at a lower cost by cutting corners, right? So interestingly enough, the big problem is that they have switched the water source, and the water is getting to people through these corrosive pipes, right? These pipes are lead pipes. A lot of homes throughout the country, have lead pipes built in them. And what happens is the water gets treated with some sort of chemical that, counteracts the lead in it. I don't want that either. How about we get to a point where we start replacing our lead pipes with copper pipes? I know that some homes have already done that, but shouldn't the government take some of the money that they're getting through taxes and renew the pipes that they're delivering water?
Wouldn't it be great if they created jobs while doing that? Again, we're talking about crumbling infrastructure in this country, whether it's corrosive pipes or highways that are falling apart. And all of these are opportunities, I really think, to turn the story around and ask the people in this community who are possibly unemployed to take part in rebuilding and give them good-paying jobs. I think there are, broad strokes one can take with this problem instead of ignoring it, which is essentially what happened, and now you have this complete disaster. It's tough because I think people politicize these citizens' misery here, right? We've seen it came up in the debate, and I think it was important for the nation at large, or anyone who was watching the debate on Sunday, to hear about Flint. But at the same time, I always, cringe a little bit when I feel like anyone is exploiting someone else's misfortune. When I say anyone, politicians. And that can be Hillary or Bernie, whoever is going to jump on the Flint.
All right, that's it for that. I can go watch that video, the rest of it. But, for you simple ones out there that may say, that's by accident because of the pipes. They got a new water supply, so because of the pipes, it did it. It wasn't done on purpose. But check this video out.
Okay, I'm back. Just gonna open it up. Here you go. Brand new bottle. As you guys can see. Brand new bottle. Just open up. Just open up. Name of it. Here we go. You guys see it? Do not drink this motherfucker. Watch, you guys. Pulling back so everybody can see. Knocking it right in. That's with lead. Pour in the cup. And then you try to have an excuse with that. Pour. See my lid on. See my thing. Clean. Nothing. Drop it in. Test it with lead. This company right here is full of crap. They have lead in the water. So the bottled water they're giving us is still killing us. So be aware. Flint, Michigan, be aware. Water's no good in the bottle too.
All right. I'm here's a script.